Cool.
All you.
Alrighty. Well, hi guys. So I know a lot of us are kind of in the midst of getting ready to, here, Ashley, can you mute? If you're just hopping on the call, make sure you mute, please. Thank you. Okay. So I know we're all kind of in the midst of like, either we're finishing up our free challenge groups, or we're getting ready to announce our actual challenge group, and or maybe you've already got your challenge group up and running, and this would be a great review for you to learn how to talk to people about challenge packs, because it takes practice, it takes some skill, and there really is a method to it, where you know, I know when you first start out, it's really scary to talk to people about something that is, 140 or 160 or, however much the challenge pack is that you're recommending to this person. Because to most people, $160 isn't a small little bit of change, and they have to budget for something like that. So it's really important to make sure that you're showing the person, when you're talking to them, the value of the challenge pack, because people are emotional buyers. They're only going to buy something if they feel an emotional attachment to it. So this is pretty much exactly what I use when I'm talking to people about challenge packs. Oops. Okay, so how do we show the value of the challenge packs? Let's say you just announced your first challenge group and you have somebody who's interested. They just sent you a message, or you're sending them a message, and they're like, hey, I'm super interested in the challenge. Can you give me the details? How much does it cost? Which is usually how it goes. Usually people obviously they'll come out the bat asking you what it's about, or just telling you that they're in, or they'll come out right out the bat asking you about the cost. One thing you always want to remember, and don't worry about taking a whole bunch of notes on like this script part that I've written down here, because I'm going to share the script tomorrow morning. I've got to put my script together. So don't worry about the script parts, because I'm going to share those with you guys. I want you guys to just focus on this, because it's a lot of notes if you're going to write down my script tonight. So you never want to talk to people about the cost right off the bat. You've got to get that emotional attachment, that emotional tie, and that trust in you before they're going to tell you yes to a challenge pack. So always, always, always remember that if they ask you for cost right out of the bat, don't tell them the cost right away. Ask them about their goals first. Very, very important. Regardless of how they're asking you about the challenge, if they're just asking you for details, or if they're asking you about how much it costs, always ask them what their goals are first. If somebody by chance comes out and asks right out the bat, how much does it cost? I tell them the cost depends on which program you choose. Can you tell me a little bit about your goals? So right here, I have an example. Can you tell me the details of your challenge group? Hey, yes, definitely. And this is exactly what I say. Yes, definitely. I just want to make sure that this program would be good for you. It would be a good fit for you and your goals. Would you mind telling me a little about you and what your goals would be in starting a fitness challenge? See, it's really short and it's to the point, and I'm just letting them know that I want to make sure that it's the right program for them, because honestly, sometimes you'll get people who don't even want to lose weight. They want to gain muscle. It doesn't happen all that often, but, or maybe they're already into fitness, and, like the 21-day fix wouldn't be enough of a challenge for them. So you really truly want to make sure that you know what their goals are first anyways. And then they're going to write you back and they're going to tell you what's up with them, what their goals would be, why they want to do it. Usually it's something like, I want to lose the baby weight. I want to get fit and healthy for my family, my kids. I have a wedding coming up, things like that. And then you want to continue asking more questions. Make this more about them and less about you and your challenge. Just ask lots of questions. So some examples, and I'm sure Ashley has some even better examples of questions you can ask, but these are some that I will typically ask. And I don't ask every single one of these. It just kind of goes with, what they've already answered for me, and, just kind of the flow of the conversation. So I'll ask, where do you feel you struggle most? This is one I ask almost every single time. How would you rate your nutrition on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate your exercise on a scale of 1 to 10? And what is your favorite way to work out? Those are my usual questions I will ask. But there's, come up with your own creativity on questions, and depending on how the conversation is going, questions to ask them. And just remember, when you're in this phase where you're getting to know what their goals are, listen more, talk less. Don't puke post on them where they have to scroll and scroll and scroll through all of the information that you were giving them. Just keep it short and sweet, and really just listen to what they have to say. People love talking about themselves. So give them that time to talk about themselves and what they're going through and what their struggles are and where they want to be. It's about them, not us. And, throughout this whole conversation, take the dollar signs out of your eyes. Whenever I am like desperate for somebody to purchase a challenge pack, that just like comes through the computer and they can sense it, and it scares them away. So take the dollar signs out of your eyes, take the Success Club points out of your eyes. Don't even worry about that stuff. Just truly come from a place where you just want to help them to reach their goals, and you're willing to help them in whatever way you can, even if you have, if you have to get them into a free group or whatever. Just truly come from that place that you really do want to help them. Okay, so you've heard their goals. Now what? Now you solve their problem with the challenge pack. You know everything that they're struggling with. You know what their goals are. So now you just need to dot the lines in between your challenge pack and their end goals, or what they're struggling with. So this is where you show the value of the challenge pack and show them the value of your challenge group. And this is where you show them that this is like a full package thing. This is nutrition, exercise, accountability, and success all wrapped into one. But again, you want it to be in kind of short little bursts of conversation. You don't want to send them some really long-winded answer. So this is just an example. You're talking to somebody, and these are the typical goals and struggles that you'll get. And most likely, like 70% of the people you'll talk to will have these exact same issues. So there's goals and struggles. They don't have time. They're a busy mom. They have poor nutrition. They rarely exercise, and they want to lose 25 pounds or so and tone up. And so here is where you provide that value. Here is where you really gain that trust with them. And it's called the feel, felt, found method. So this is typically what I would write. And the feel, felt, found method, you'll see it within this middle paragraph right here. So first off, thank them for sharing what they just told you, because it's not easy for a lot of people to share intimate details about their weight loss like that. So I always say, first off, thank you for sharing with me. I know it's not easy to share stuff like this, but it definitely helps me to get a better idea of how I can help you. And notice you were using the word help you in there. You're getting that into their subconscious that you are going to help them. And then this is the feel, felt, found. And before I read this, when you're talking to them, use like slang, use words that you would use like you're talking to your best friend. Call them sister, call them hey girl. I use caps lock on things when I want to show emotion, and I really I make it sound like I'm really just talking to them, and I'm not selling to them. So I say, "Ugh, girl, I totally get where you're coming from with that. Feel. I totally get where you're coming from that. I felt a lot of those exact same feelings, or was in a lot of those exact same situations before. Felt that way. I found that good nutrition and exercise were easier than I thought because of this program and because of these support groups." You're relating, showing them how the challenge group is going to help them with all their problems. After all that you told me, I know, and this is just an example, because I would recommend the 21-day fix to this person. After all that you've told me, I know that the 21-day fix challenge pack will be perfect to get you to your goals. Are you familiar at all with how the 21-day fix works, or with Shakeology? So you're telling them, I know this will work for you and it will get you to your goals. It's all about them. All about them. And then you ask them if they're familiar, because you don't, some people already watch the infomercials, and, you can just kind of give them a good little review of what it is instead of going into full on detail. But at this point, for me personally, I have created a video of me. I have everything that comes in the challenge pack. I even show them the shaker cup. I explain kind of quickly how the, all the different booklets, how the containers work, show them a bag of Shakeology, tell them why I love Shakeology, things like that. Tell them about the point system that I use for my group. And I do a prize for my groups with a $40 gift card. You don't have to do a big prize like that by any means. You could just do the award for the winner of your challenge group. It doesn't have to be anything like that. But a video really does help because it makes it more personal. And that way you don't have to re-explain everything all over again. And it gets you in front of them face to face, in a sense. If you don't want to do a video, which I totally understand, because I didn't do my video for a long time, you can explain to them how it all works. But again, you're just lining up their goals and their struggles with the challenge pack and with the program, and every single thing that they said that they were struggling with, or every single one of their goals, you just tell them how the challenge pack or the program is going to get them to that goal. And then you're going to be able to explain the value of the Shakeology. So this is an example. For that person, I just gave you their goals and their struggles. So the 21-day fix includes super easy to use, color-coded portion control containers that will help you to get your nutrition on point to lose weight, because they were struggling with nutrition and they wanted to lose weight. The workouts are a quick 30 minutes because they don't have time, and have a good amount of variety. There's an upper day, lower day, cardio days, Pilates days, yoga day. The challenge pack also comes with a 30-day supply of Shakeology. Basically, it's an amazing superfood, nutrient-dense shake. It has protein, antioxidants, probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes, energy boosters, and craving killers. It will definitely be your healthiest meal of the day and will give you incredible energy to get it all done. That's kind of my tagline for Shakeology that I use, because it's quick, to the point. Most people know that antioxidants, probiotics, prebiotics are good for them. Maybe if they have digestive problems, they're going to see that digestive enzymes and they're going to think that, oh, this could really help me. And obviously, energy boosters and craving killers are like the most amazing part of what Shakeology has to offer. Okay. Ashley, can you mute all for me? Okay, so, and then explain how your group is going to provide that fun environment and give them the support and give them that accountability, and just try and make it quick. Like, tell them that we use a point system, there's a prize at the end, and you have any one-on-one support from me that you might need in the future. That's just really quick. So that brings everything full circle. It tells them about the program. It tells them how Shakeology is going to help them. And it tells them how you are going to support them with your challenge group and you as a coach one-on-one. And they'll probably say something like, sounds great. What's the price? Dun, dun, dun. So I know this is where you get that gut wrenching feeling. You're like, oh, I worked so hard on this, and now they want to know how much it is. So bring it full circle for them. You've explained everything. You've aligned their goals and their needs and gotten to know them and asked them questions and gained their trust. Now you just need to bring everything full circle. So this is exactly what I say. So to give you the big picture, you will order a challenge pack to be part of the group. I don't say you can order. I say you will. You're using it in the present tense, like they've already done it. It's like a neuro-linguistic programming subconscious thing when you're talking to them like it's already done, like they're already in your challenge group. With the challenge pack, you'll get the DVDs, the portion control containers, the nutrition plan, a 30-day supply of Shakeology, access to my private Facebook group, where we hold each other accountable, a chance to win a $40, that's a typo, gift card, and one-on-one coaching from me anytime you need it. All of that for $160, another typo, sorry, it happens. The DVDs are yours to keep, so you can do several rounds of the fix at no extra cost. If you wanted to purchase another bag of Shakeology after the first one is, if you wanted, you can purchase a bag of Shakeology after the first one is gone. Does that sound good? And Ashley talks about that in her video. Does that sound good? That's a great way to ask, to like segue into their response, so that you can ensure that you're getting a response from them. So does that sound good? You might get a Shakeology price objection. This happens a lot. And I feel like the more practice with this you'll get, the better you can answer their questions and the less Shakeology price objections you will get. Also, you will get less Shakeology price objections with consistency over time with your challenge groups, especially if you use the point system that I use, where my challengers tag me in posts. People will see that showing up on their news feed consistently, that you are helping people and getting them results. They are emotional buyers. People just want results. They will find a way to afford that $160. Trust me. So if you do get a Shakeology price objection, don't devalue Shakeology. Don't just jump to the conclusion that you're going to let the person just buy the 21-day fix and not get the challenge back. Not only because they're not going to get as good of results because they're not using Shakeology, and they're not going to become as closely connected to the Beachbody culture, because Shakeology is like our most important product that we have. You're looking at the difference between a $60 commission and a $15 commission, because you only get $15 for somebody purchasing just the 21-day fix from you. So I always tell people that Shakeology will give them better results, because it does, and it's not a lie. Every single challenge I have done, if I have let somebody into the challenge group where they are only doing the 21-day fix, with the exception of a few, either they fall off the wagon quicker or they don't get as good of results. Shakeology will get you better results. You're not lying to them. You're helping them. And it will help, so I always bring up other points. It'll help them to give them better energy throughout the day. It's the easiest meal. It's their most nutrient dense meal of the day. And then I cap that off with the fact that it has a $30 bottom of the bag guarantee. They can send it back for a refund. And if you're still getting an objection after all of that, it's okay, because you just planted a seed, and that's what this whole thing is about. If they say no at the very end, you have planted a seed. I can guarantee you that in a few months, maybe next month, maybe 5 months, with consistency and you doing a challenge group every single month, you just planted a seed for them. They're going to want to come back and join a challenge group. So what I always do to build even more trust with people is I ask them if I can let them know about the next challenge group the next time around. They will almost always say yes. Actually, I don't even think I've ever had anybody tell me, no, I don't want to know about your next challenge group. Leave me alone. Like, no, it's not going to happen. And then I offer them the free 5-day clean eating meal plan and grocery list. I just ask them for their email, and I send them that. You can also send them the link for your, so they can sign up for a free account through you. Because that way they become your customer for forever, as long as they stay with you. So why not? They can use that to get free resources, free meal ideas, free exercise ideas with their free Team Beachbody account, and it'll be connected to your account. So any of their future purchases will be connected to you and bring you a commission. And then, so the biggest takeaways to remember with all of this when you're talking to people about challenge packs, biggest things to remember: be in a state of helping, not where you have dollar signs in your eyes or success club points in your eyes. You're just there to help, to solve their problem. And that, we all say it, we're Beachbody coaches because we want to help people, and it's so true. And yeah, the money part of it is like this great bonus. So make sure that you're not sounding desperate, and you're not sounding like you just want a sale out of it. Really ask them about their goals. Ask them about their life and where their struggles are. Ask lots of questions. That's all I got to say. It will gain their trust in you, and you will be able to, like I said, line the dots for them between the challenge pack and their goals and their struggles. Use feel, felt, found. I totally understand how you feel, girl. I've been there before. I found that when I did this program, I had the amazing accountability. The workouts were super easy, and, you know, whatever it is, whatever your feel, felt, found is for this program for you. And like I said, solve their problem with a challenge pack. And then at the end, once they ask about the price and everything, bring it full circle. You know, remind them everything that comes with the program, everything about Shakeology that's amazing, and how your group and you yourself as a coach will help them to be successful. And that's everything. I'm sure, I don't know, Ashley, you probably have some things to add in there.
No, that was really good. I just took a few notes. Sorry, I know it looked like I was crazy over here.
You weren't even showing on my thing. You're good.
My kids were climbing all over me. Everything you said is like 100% what I do. You really have to find your words, because I have, you have your words and I have my words. So when you find that that flow, then it'll work out easier. Like when people give me, let's see, what did I write down? Oh, when people tell me, their goals or whatever, I always use, I have no doubt that this program along with the challenge pack, or not the challenge pack, this program along with the challenge group will get you to your goal. But that's just one little thing I use. The other thing, like you said, relating back, that is huge. And if you can share your story, that's even bigger. My story with the 21 Day Fix, and this is real, is I was at a freaking stall for 5 months. I couldn't budge that last 10 pounds that I had from my second son. And as soon as I buckled down and did the 21 Day Fix, to a T, then that 10 pounds was gone. So I always say that. And that gets people excited when you give them your story with the product. And we say the 21 Day Fix a lot because that's mostly what we're going to be talking about. What was the other thing? Oh, when the Shakeology, it breaks down to $4 a shake. I don't know if you ever share that, but
Yeah.
that is something I do. And then also, if you've had the same with sharing your story with Shakeology, if you've had something come out of using Shakeology, share that with them, because that's relatable too. And if you are looking for another story from somebody else, go into Team Dynamo and say, hey, does anybody have a story with, anything with Shakeology? And you can get that. But I love everything that you said. You obviously can sell challenge packs.
Thank you. And really, I get told no still. I get told no, and that's fine. But I'm telling you guys, almost always they come back later. And really, we are just here to help. So just keep an open heart and open mind, and really just come from a state of helping, and they'll feel that.
I remember the last thing I was going to say. I wrote it down. It was when you get the rejection of, well, can't I just get the 21 Day Fix by itself? That sort of thing. I always tell people, well, the 21 Day Fix was built around Shakeology, and it is pretty much included in the program. I have seen people do the 21 Day Fix with Shakeology, and I've seen people do the 21 Day Fix without Shakeology. And the people that do it with Shakeology get better results 100% of the time, or 99% of the time, or whatever you want to say like that. But it's true. I've seen close friends of mine that just, you have those friends that just want the 21 Day Fix, and then they're coming to you crying because they're not getting results, and it's because they're not on Shakeology. So anyways, just to throw that in there.
I think a big part of the challenge packs too, it versus just doing a 21-day fix or just doing a program, is they have invested $160 into this. They're going to do it, and they're going to be involved in your challenge group, and they're going to finish it all the way through. A lot of times when I allow people who maybe they haven't even purchased the program through me, they already had it. I'll do that sometimes depending on the situation. They tend to fall off the wagon first. So it really does make a huge difference. And that's really what we're here for, is to get people results. So I think that's all I have. And I definitely want to answer any of your guys' questions if you have any. But we love questions.
Hey, Sam, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Trisha and I started our event today. We invited like pretty much all our friends, and we actually had quite a few people accept, but we didn't put a ton of information into our event. And so we had quite a few people accept. And once we started talking to people, I would message them and I'd be like, hey, so I saw that you wanted to join our challenge group, and I wanted to kind of chat with you about it and kind of see what some of your goals are. And like about half the time, they've just been like, okay, I just want to know what it costs, because if it's going to cost me anything, I don't want to do it, but I want to be a part of a group. And I don't want to spend money because I don't have it, but I want to be a part of a group. And so it's like Trisha and I were having a hard time of thinking of like a tactful way, I guess, to say, well, this is for if you buy challenge packs, without it sounding bad.
Yeah.
So that was kind of our dilemma today, is knowing how to kind of tell people that.
Yeah. So when that happens to me, like, if somebody is still, you tell them the price or whatever after you've asked their goals. You tell them the price and they're like, well, can I still do the group? I want the extra accountability. That's where I tell them that this is why you do free groups. You do a free group once a month, and you will definitely let them know about that free group. And you can offer them that clean eating meal plan that's on our team pages. Ask them for the email and just send that to them for free. Ashley, what were you going to add in? Nothing?
No, I was going to say the same thing. I say, I don't charge for my coaching. And when you do buy a challenge pack from me, or you do buy from me, I do offer my coaching for free. And that's how I kind of get paid for my services. So I do offer a free group every month if you want to be a part of that. I used to have a general open group where I would post something maybe 3 times a week or something like that. And if people would give me that rejection, I would tell them if they signed up for a free account that I would put them in that group. But now that I'm busier, I'm not quite going back to that little group as much. So you got to play around with that. I think the free, if you tell them, I run a free group every month, and I'll let you know when the next one's coming up.
Yeah, we have a free group going right now, and a couple of the people in there have really done really good. They're really excited about it, but they just they already have a coach that they don't want to leave. And so, which I didn't even know before they even joined, because I guess they just had another friend who was doing it. And when I invited people to do the clean eating challenge group, they're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll come in and I'll do that because I like the group. So, and that's another thing we've ran into, is they've been like, oh, well, I have a program. Can I use that in your group? But I have another coach and I don't want to switch.
Okay. So when you come across something like that, when I do my free clean eating challenge, I can post my invite on there, but I pretty much make everybody sign up for an account before they get into my group. And if they say, well, I already have an account, and then I say, oh, okay, well, are you working with another coach? And if they say they are working with another coach, then you say, okay, well, that's awesome. If you are happy with them, then I want you to stick with them. And because I don't step on people's toes, so I'm just going to send you back to them. And if you ever need anything else, just let me know. But kind of just push it back on them, and just, be very nice, very helpful, because I've had some people come back to me and say, my coach isn't doing this for me, or whatever. Or if somebody says, I have an account and I'm still not working, or I'm not working with that coach anymore, then you can get them switched to you. So I always make sure that they are under me.
Yeah, because that was one thing I was kind of wondering about is like Trisha and I posted like the guidelines for the group. And I think we've literally added like 40 people to this group who wanted to do this clean eating challenge. We have about 15 interactive who are constantly posting, but I think we each only have maybe 2 or 3 people who actually signed up for the account. And so that's good to know for like future to be like, okay, whoever wants in, in order to get in, you got to sign up, or if they say they're have a coach. So
you know what? It's all a learning experience. So I just give you props for getting that many people in there. And then the next time that you'll learn to do differently, because that's the only way that we succeed anyways. But yeah, I usually, in the email I send them, when they ask to be invited to it, I make them sign up for an account before I let them in the group.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
Those were awesome questions, by the way, Hillary. Those are good. Those made it a much better learning experience for everybody. So thank you for asking.
I have one person in my challenge that's going to start on Monday for the 21-day fix program. And she does have another coach, but her coach is, she told me that her coach is really ill right now and she hasn't been able to be really a coach. And I've known this girl for kind of like 25 years, my challenger. And I told her, I was like, okay, well, you stick with her. You can totally join the group. If you know anybody else that is interested, let me know and we can get them signed up if they're interested. And she's like, okay. And I got 2 more people that are interested, but not quite ready to purchase a challenge pack. So I'm going to probably put them in like a 5-day eating group and then go from there. But that's, I've come across exactly what Hillary was talking about. So.
Can I add on that, Sam, or do you want to? Okay. There are some coaches out there that are like, if you're not under me or you don't buy a challenge pack for me, or, they're really strict about how they run their challenge groups. I really think that you have to judge it yourself. I will give you a prime example, and I don't know where she's at because I can't see her, but Jackie, I've known Jackie for years, and she came to me and she was like, hey, can I be in your challenge group? I'm like, well, where did you get the 21-day fix? And she's like, a friend. And I'm like, you know what? I love you. Come in the group. Like, you know what? And then she signed up with me as a coach. So you never know, sometimes we have to give to get back. And I'm all about that. So, but if you have somebody that's just like nagging you and is refusing to change and is like wasting your time, then that's a different story.
Yeah, same for me. It's just kind of a case by case basis. And then, I've had the same where I've let people be in the group and they haven't purchased the 21-day fix from me, or they, they are doing whatever program, as long as it's a Beachbody program, and they do phenomenal. And, now they're one of my coaches, maybe. It really is just a case by case basis. But that being said, you still want to hold the value of the challenge pack and don't give up too easily on that, but don't like be crazy pressureful. It's really, you just got to keep that fine balance. Ashley, were you going to say something? No.
I just like to move around a lot and agree.
Does anybody have any more questions?
I have one more for you, just real quick, Sam.
Yeah, good.
So I have a friend who she's more of an acquaintance. I've known her since I swear we were 10, but I haven't talked to her in years, and we're just friends on Facebook. And she joined my clean eating challenge group. She bought P90X, I guess, a little bit ago before I guess she had her baby. And she's just barely started using it, but she just bought it through Beachbody and was randomly assigned to a coach. So she's getting it switched over to me, but she didn't want to buy another program because she just bought one and hasn't really used P90X yet. But where she's switching over to me, do you think it'd be a big, how do you normally handle that? Would you let her into your challenge group where she just if she had just bought one, doesn't really want to buy another one, but she wants that accountability and she is signing up under changing to sign up under me?
Absolutely. I would let somebody, a friend or whoever, I mean, as long as I know they have a Beachbody program and I'm like, I feel like they would be totally committed to it, which is usually most of the time, you know, if it's the first time somebody asking me if they can join and they have a program, I will probably say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. But with that being said, you can talk to them about Shakeology too. I know they'll see those commercials in between their workouts for Shakeology and stuff. So they might ask you about it in between the program, or I mean, while the challenge group is going on. They're going to see other people in the challenge group on Shakeology. So it's really just exposing them to the Beachbody culture. And then they'll see that they want to try Shakeology or they want to try a different program.
That's another thing about, I know we're not into challenge groups right now and this is going to end really fast, but I've kind of switched up the point system a little bit because sometimes I do have people in there, or I'll do like a bonus point for Shakeology. So then the people that aren't on Shakeology, they don't get that point and they kind of are like, what? You know, but yeah, definitely. I rarely have people now that aren't on Shakeology, but you can always offer your friend to the on-demand challenge pack because that's going to save her money in the end instead of just ordering straight Shakeology. Then she could get 3 months of, how many programs is it? I should know this. 9?
All I know is it's $1,500 worth of programs.
There you
I
go.
don't remember how many.
I'm writing
3
that down.
months. Yeah. $1,500 worth of programs for 3 months for $10 more than it would be for for a bag of Shakeology by itself. For the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack.
All right. I have a screaming kid in the background. Is anybody else have any?
All right. Well, I hope this really helped you guys. I've got a couple videos, and I know Ashley has some videos on these subjects. You can find them all over YouTube. It just comes with practice. And if they say no, it's just planting seeds. But hold yourself to a higher standard with, really showing them the value of a challenge pack, but also coming from a place of really, truly helping people. And that's what we're here to do. So. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for being on tonight. We appreciate it. Bye.